eye. Did you get stitches at any point?
Huh?
Did you get stitches?
Yeah, I had to after the game.
After the, I know Game 6 is just got over, but how heavy? What's the moment going to feel like going into Game 7?
Win or go home. It's just that simple.
LeBron, if you're going to point to one thing that you guys need to do on Sunday to give yourselves the best chance to win, based on what you've seen through these first 6 games, what would that be?
We gotta defend. We got to guard the 3-point line. They shot 15 for 30 today, and that's not. You're not going to ever win a basketball game, allowing the team to shoot that well from the 3-point line. Early on, our turnovers were just killing us. I mean, they had almost 30 points off our turnovers. Allowed them to get very comfortable in their transition game. I think they had like 30-plus fast break points as well that we haven't done in the first 5 games until today. So, we got to clean that up.
Do you know what you're going to get yet out of this team night tonight?
Out of who? The Pacers? Or
no, your team.
It's one game. 40 minutes, 48 minutes. I apologize. 48 minutes from all of us. We all got to give everything that we got in order to move on.
What happened the first 5 minutes of the third quarter? They doubled the lead, went from 10 to 20.
They just took it to us. They made shots. We missed shots. We didn't counter, what they were doing defensively or offensively, and it just turned the game wide open.
Ron, is there anything you or the rest of your teammates can help to get Kevin going? I mean, he's shooting like 33% or something, whatever it is for the series. Is there anything you guys can do to kind of get him going for Game 7?
I mean, he's a huge part of our success or our non-success. Obviously, and just we try to go to him. We want to go to him. Obviously, we can't make the shots for him. He has to step up and knock those down. But those things you can't control. The shot making. You're gonna have games where you can't make shots, or games you can't make shots. But we have to to continue to let him know that how important he is to our success. And if we want to have any success, either in the Game 7 or move on to the next round, Kev has to be a big part of that.
LeBron, you guys did an excellent job the last 3 ball games of trapping and double teaming Victor Oladipo. Tonight he seemed to get away from you and get a lot of open looks. What was the breakdown and what was the difference tonight as opposed to the other 3 ball game?
He got some transition baskets off our turnovers, allowed him to see the ball go through the hoop. He had a couple dribbling in threes without no one around him. You just can't have that versus a guy like that.
LeBron, you've had 5 career playoff series against the Pacers. Indiana hasn't won any of those series, but 4 of the 5 have gone 6 or 7 games. Especially in this run of finals appearances, have they been your biggest hurdle in this conference?
I mean, I don't know. You can throw Indiana and Boston in there. Between those two, they've been very difficult challenges, no matter what round it's been. So it's been fun, that's for sure.
LeBron, as the game is going on, Lance kind of pipes up his antics even more. You're someone that's dealt with it multiple series, but you start to notice Tristan is, yapping with him. You see a couple shoulders leaned into him by Rodney Hood, other players. Is it a point to you in the huddle to go tell guys, knowing what he throws at you, not to get involved with that, not to entertain it, or do you just try to ignore it altogether?
You just, the main thing is what the main thing is, and that's just go out and execute offensively and defensively. You stick to that. As much as you can, and at the end of the day, if you do your job, then you can be satisfied with that.
LeBron, it's going to sound obvious, but being the athlete, being the player in this situation, can you describe what the desire is to move on? Like what that feels like to want to move on, to want to advance, to want to keep going?
What do you mean?
That's what I said. It sounds obvious, but what you go into a game saying like what does that desire feel like to want to survive, to want to move on?
I don't know. Just the love of the game, and want to be remembered, You know, I think Game 7, as I always said, is like the greatest 2 words in sports. But I don't know. I played a Game 7 in the finals, and there's no move on after that. You know, so you know, with us having a Game 7 on our home floor, our fans are going to be truly excited to be a part of that, and I hope our guys are excited about that as well, and understand that just don't take these moments for granted. I've been a part of them. You know, I've been a part of Game 7s, you know, for quite a while now, and you know, it's just something that you wish you can get back when you're not playing the game no more.
So, yeah, LeBron, the silver lining to tonight's result is that all you as a team get to experience the Game 7, which, you know, some teams can play together for years and not have that. Do you think everyone, is that a natural recognition for everyone in that locker room, or how can you gauge whether people get the sense of that moment?
I don't know. I don't know. You guys ask me is there anything you can tell your guys is Game 1? Is there anything you can tell your guys for Game 2? What can you do to tell you guys for Game 3 that hasn't been a part of it? It's the same answer. I mean, just throw the ball up and let's go out and play. I mean, it's the postseason. There's not much I can give you, you know, from my experience. You know, there's not much people can tell you. You just got to go out and just live in the moment, you know. And if you put everything out on the floor, you have your mind to it, and you know you execute, and you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, and you know your teammates, you know, feel like they can rely on you. Then you win, lose, or draw, you have nothing to keep your head down about.
Will you, at any point between now and Sunday, entertain the thought that this might be your last home game in Cleveland?
No. The thought that if we don't play well, it'd be my last game of the year, that would probably, you know, hit my mind. But no, I haven't thought about that.
Last one, second row.
Yeah, LeBron, I'm sure between now and Sunday, you know, some people are going to have the opinion that there's more pressure on the Cavs in Game 7 than Indiana. You know, you guys will be home. The Cavs have you. You know, there's a new group of Pacers, and kind of they can play freely, and, you know, are the team that isn't expected to win. Do you buy that, and is it or not?
I feel like you just made that up. I feel like that's your opinion, and I mean, they're not. I mean, we're a newer team than they are. If you look at it, they've been together all year. I mean, our team just got, you know, put together late February. So, you know, we do have home court. We played well enough to get home court in the first round in this series, and just try to protect home. You come out and play well, but the narrative between now and Sunday, obviously I won't hear any of it, and I hope that my guys will stay away from it as well. But just go out and play. I mean, just go out and play your game, and like I said, live with the results.
Thanks, everyone.